It's Faith After Dark. Hope you're doing good. Are you doing good? Did you have a good day today? I hope you did. Did you do your best? Sometimes even if we didn't have a good day, we could still say we did our best. Title tonight, I called it These Dreams. Remember that old Heart song, These Dreams? Oh, incredible album. I'll never forget meeting Peter Wolf, who wrote that song, These Dreams. He also wrote the song Everybody Wang Chung Tonight. But he's a God lover. He's a patriot. He's an America lover. And America is a land of dreams. I've asked you, what are your dreams? I got the nickname Dream Maker almost 40 years ago. And just somewhere along the way, I learned early that there's more fulfillment in helping people step into their dreams than there is doing your own thing. I mean, I've lived out every dream I've ever had to the extent that I wanted to. I wanted to be a professional musician. I wanted to be a composer. Wanted to be a producer. Wanted to be on the radio. Wanted to be a performer. Wanted to be an author. Wanted to be a news anchor. Wanted to be a correspondent. Wanted to be a motivational speaker. Wanted to be a trainer to work. I was just one thing. Of all those things, even a radio talk show host, and then that doesn't even count ministry, I wanted to be an encourager. And here I am at the age of 55. What do I love doing? Encouraging. So I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to give you three things that has helped me step into any dream I've ever wanted to have. And yes, I have lived out all of those things and more. And I can tell you that living a life of contribution is where it's at. If what you're doing doesn't benefit other people, it's not fulfilling. Have you ever noticed, before I give you these three things, have you ever noticed that a lot of people, they love to watch movies where there is a quest to be had, or a journey to be made, or a fight to be won? I was talking to a young man the other day. Every man needs a woman to love, a cause to die and fight for, and a dream to chase. And but people love to watch movies. They escape into movies of people that are on a quest or on a journey or have a battle. And then they go back to their lives, trading their time for money, killing themselves to make believe money that doesn't exist. What would happen if you went for your dreams? Well, I had to have three things, a commonality throughout my life, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm making a book about it too, but this is just a small fraction of that. And that is, number one, you need a limitless belief. Do you believe you can do something? I believed that there wasn't anything I couldn't do. And so that's how I conducted myself. My sweet little mama would pin on my Superman towel cape every day when I was a boy. And while I learned lessons about gravity when I wanted to fly, I still had a belief there wasn't anything I couldn't do. You know, I hope that you have a wide-eyed wonder that you believe there's nothing you can't do. Secondly, I had to have a fearless resolve. I had to be willing to take risk. Some of you don't want to take a risk, but you resent those who do. Uh, you know, I'll tell you, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'd rather die than live a mediocre life. And I haven't lived a mediocre life. I've lived an amazing life. But I had the limitless belief. I had the fearless resolve. You know, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. Sometimes what looks like madness is the gateway to your destiny, taking a risk. And the third thing was vital. All three things have to work together, but the third thing was vital. And the third thing was a willingness to learn. I don't believe in failure. Failure is not a word. It's not an option. There's only learning. You know, I learned being around great people that it's those who were willing to try the 19th time that made it. And I know that, you know, that will vary, but basically, if you have a limitless belief that I can do this thing, and you have a fearless resolve where you're not afraid to take risk. You know, I know people that I love very much, but you know what? Their tombstone might as well read, I played it safe. I didn't take any risk. Well, good for you. I didn't play it safe. I used wisdom to the best that I could, but I didn't play it safe. And then thirdly, a willingness to learn. You know, I had a dear old friend that would say, Brant, why are you guys so successful? He said this 27 years ago. And what came out of my mouth without even thinking was, and you guys start at the bottom of the cliff. What can I do? What can I afford? But us crazy suckers, we start at the top and we go running off that thing. And our mentality is, if God is in it, I will fly. And if God's not in it, it's not even worth the trouble. So, a limitless belief. You can do all things. A fearless resolve. You're willing to take the risk. And thirdly, a willingness to learn. There's no failure. There's only learning. Because when you step out into the darkness of the unknown, one of two things will happen. You will either land on something solid, or God will teach you how to fly. It's been another Faith After Dark. See you next time.